I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy, 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 boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Yo, watch about dog, SK New heard this. The body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, you cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocho-Rios, Galtego Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like? Ha! Yeah, someone on for the food from we young, from we there, you need height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.
Yes, greetings and welcome my people. So good to have you this morning. Good morning to all the subscribers to I Am Sure Sports. I am Manning's man, and today I have a very big one lineup for you. Footballing legend in Jamaica. One of the biggest center forwards to grace the national football team will be joining me to talk about football in Jamaica, past, present, and future. Yeah. You understand me? His name is Paul TEGAT Davis, right? So he's going to be joining me for this show today. And we're going to discuss what football was like. He was a part of the 1998 campaign that qualified for the World Cup. You understand me? Using a new gadget, people, just testing it out. So let me know if you're hearing me and if you're hearing me clearly and precisely. So welcome to all of you who are joining the stream early. Greetings. And again, welcome. So good to have you. I see Ryan LFC did a wonderful interview with Craig Butler. That's on his channel. And so if you have not, you need to go and watch that, right? He interviewed Craig Butler, not just talking about the state of Jamaica football, but speaking about his own journey in Jamaica, growing up and getting to where he's at right now. So check out that interview. Big up Tennessee Lewis, Unseen Sports TV. Big up, man. Doing a great work over there. You know, starting small and getting bigger and bigger as the days goes by. Fresh God, enough respect. May and Motion Studios. Bless up. Yeah, man. So we have a big one lined up for you. I don't know how much you know of Paul TEGAT Davis or about Paul TEGAT Davis, but here's how we're going to do it today because he has a lot to share. So the first section of the show, he's going to be just talking, and then I'm going to invite some people to come on, talk to him and ask him some questions, but I don't want to keep up his time. But I want you to know as well that 5:30 this evening, don't miss this, 5:30 this evening on I Am Sure Sports, we'll be having Alfredo Monteso, former technical director in Jamaica. He was with Rene Simons in the 1998 campaign. He's going to be here. So people, tell me if you're hearing me clearly. We're up and we're running. Yeah, man. So here we go. This is the man, people, that many of you have been asking for and asking about. Asking, man, man, we need to know about that man that have the jersey, the French jersey with the number 9. the ball head assassin, Mr. Davis. How you doing, sir?
Well, go on, my general. It's a, it's a joy behind your program, you know. 'Cause I've been listening all the while, you know. Listening all your guests, them, some nice guests, and it's nice to be here now. Bless up Jamaica.
Yeah, man. The people already healing you up, so you know that the people have a lot of things to ask you. So I'm going to give them some opportunity. I'm
Yeah,
going
if
to
you can,
let them. Yeah.
if I can, all them I try answer the best way, you know.
All right, cool, 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 cool. All right. All right. So listen, I wanted to tell the people because a lot of younger Jamaicans, they only hear your name. Some people don't even know that them call you Bongo T. They don't know that. They don't know.
True,
You know
true,
that
man.
Bongo T was the original Reba name. People don't know any
Yeah,
Reba.
man.
People
Yeah,
don't know
man.
Reba.
True.
So tell us about your high school footballing career up
You
to
know, yeah, man.
your time in
I go up.
Israel. Yeah.
I go up this bongo just because me go up amongst enough Rastaman, you know. Yeah, me go up some Rastaman them time me I go, you know. Actually, when I natty myself, you know. Yeah, we are me pin them for my shirt, you know. Pay ital food, you know, see it, So that's why the name kind of come bongo, you
Yeah,
know.
man.
But my football really start off at Arnett. I have a team by the name of Arnett in Montego Bay, you know. Coach by the name of Steve Buckner. One of the best coach I ever been through, you know. One of the best umpire Jamaica ever see. Also FIFA referee, you know. So when I left on it, I went straight to Clarendon College. That's wow. That's where it took off. I mean, real took off. Because when I went to Clarendon, I got learn even the art of football and self-discipline. Because me rotten, you know. Me rotten growing up as a little youth. Bad behaving in terms of me not beat up people, but in terms of give back talk to coaches and thing, that was me, you know. Me not take chat. And because of that I lost a scholarship to Rush's High School because Steve Button was a coach then. And I was behaving then, he said, TEGAT, me not care about him school, because I know you come disgrace me, 'Cause all about nothing you tell him about me. But me tell you everything about, I'm talking about, because me not hold back. So when I watch my friends them playing Doncaster Cup, I know that whoa, I was better than all of them and they're playing Doncaster. My heart was tearing up. So I was left alone in Montego Bay, and one guy by the name of Danny Puka, he was a track person. He went to Clarendon College and he took me up there one day and said, Tiga, come, we'll give you a tryout. And when I went there, I went to one wearing an Arnett jersey, and then I have one piece of pegs, me have never proper boots. And I sat under a tree and, the footballer was passing me. I said, where the country boy I come from? Like an idiot and thinking. And my friend was like, oh, no, go and wait, man. Wait till training time. All
Yeah.
the chat up on the mouth. So the court didn't came that day. I went somewhere. And it took me actually 10 minutes. I was on the B team. It took me 10 minutes to go on the A team.
10
Um,
minutes.
yeah, man. I'm a remember that them, man. Me I tell you. Them was like, say, country boy, yeah. Yeah, man. Because the coach just call and say, because, you had the assistant and he called and he said, listen, put him on the A team,
Who
Put
was the
him on
coach?
the A
Who
team.
was the coach that time at Clarendon College?
Crab faster. Was
Okay.
crab faster,
Yeah.
And after that Costa Cup, I didn't come back Montego Bay. I spent like 3, 4 months in Clarendon training. I mean, real training. Most people that left and come back at them yard and, but I stayed back because I had a plan for my life and my career in football. 'Cause as I was growing up, I want to be the greatest in Jamaica and the world ever see. That was my intention of football. So I spent 3 months in Clarendon training hard. I went over to Duane Park because most of the Clarendon players were living at Duane Park. And I went over there to play from there for them. Actually, I met the team, I made the team, but there was some bad influence there, so I just left. And them time the town and run good them time there.
So when you were at Clarendon, you played the Costa Cup at Clarendon?
Yeah, man, we played that Casa Cup against Alex the Great, fed them up, and they were that. Then there was a team that knocked us out.
Dintil. Also, you never win no Costa Cup, man.
No. That was sad, you know. It's funny,
Who was on the
I,
Clarendon team? Tell us a little bit about how Dintil
yeah,
knocked you out. Who was on Dintil team? Who was on the
yeah.
Clarendon team at that time?
Well, and didn't you have Messi, Sittler, Dean, lot of more players, you know. And my team was Carlton Briscoe, no, Eliza Briscoe, Tapazuki, Mambi. Some nice guys, believe me. Nice players. But I guess it wasn't good enough. You know, cause then we have Veer. Veer was a good thing. Cause I think they and Clarence and didn't went to the
Dintil.
final. You have fed them up on his crew. They
And,
were,
and, and the Veer team?
was very good. Very good.
Who,
Fed
who
them up
was
elite.
who
Fed
was
them
some of
up.
the
And
players
well,
on the Veer team?
I can remember fed them up distinctively. You know, guys. You know, held them up. You know.
Eldam Bailey from St.
Yeah,
Eldam
right,
up.
right.
Okay.
You know, him lead a charge. And him, I think they went to the final. I think Dean Till won that final that year. But one of my greatest disappointment that year was I was one of the better players and didn't get a chance to play for the all school. You know, and that even made me train more hard at Clarendon. You know, because every disappointment kind of put me at a different level of thinking. You know.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not going to cut, but there are so many people in the comment section that want to talk to you already. But I come into the comments, people, but I'm going to put up a couple because this is Light Hall. He says that TEGAT, this is, I think, is Lido or Ledo. I think it's Lido or Ledo. Him say, what I go on. So that is somebody who know you and him know him nickname. You
Bless up, my
understand?
general. Bless
Yeah,
up.
man. Then we have a footballer here, former footballer. He said you took him to Arnett Garden. He's a goalkeeper named Ryan Johnson. Yeah, man. He
Yeah.
said you took him to Arnett. He said you took him to Arnett Garden. We have Coach Karoom Yui from outer Mountain View, who is sparred with Walter Boyd back in the '98 campaign. Um, and he says, I am sure sports Bongo T. This is Wayne Evans says Bongo T. Winston Anglin was best friend as we played together at Sunfield. CLM. Ask him.
So you know, some original man that if I'm the Sanfield, say him original.
Original. All right.
Yeah, because Sanfield was a field that all our boss amount CLM,
Okay. Because you're from Mount CLM. Yeah.
You know, I'm from Montego Bay basically, but I live Mount CLM, but I'm from Barnet Lane,
Okay. So you left from Clarendon College. You went to Duane Park.
Just for I just
Yeah.
train, Then when with the old vibes, I just come back to Montego Bay to my old team.
Yeah. Well, and
On
this
it.
person, Lydall, is saying that he's from Melvin Hall Avenue,
Yes, close by.
close by. So see, I'm on the
Yeah.
foundation.
I'm Montego in that bad.
All right, but continue and share the journey because we need to learn about this journey, So go ahead. So you came back to Montego Bay and just tell us what happened and how things.
Yeah, man. So
Sure.
with
Yeah.
our little team on it, after playing, we got promoted because we're the best set of youth in Montego Bay. All of the big team, the Seba, the Wadaders, the Kickers, them when they play against us, remember me tell us a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have some guys on my team, and believe me, if then Steve Butner have money, I know for a fact my team would have been champion with the quality players we had not. So we had to leave to the States and go look job on him something. But I still pursue my career, in the football field.
All right. And so you were at Arnett. So which team did you move from? You moved on from Arnett in Montego Bay to which other team now?
Seba, but before I ever go Seba,
Yeah.
one time Gene Gray, may his soul rest in peace. He used to
That is Wadada.
Wadada, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he came to me one night and give me $10,000. They know them time the $10,000 come like $1 million them time,
Yeah.
for me to come to
Wadada.
Wadada. Yeah, so I did go. I go to the practice and we had a match against my old team, Annex, in the Division One the next day. And I
Yeah.
was in the training room feet say, whoa, you see me go out there? I got murder them, I say. Watch me and let me go there. And for some reason when I touch the field, honestly, Even if the game did play, I couldn't play. There's a cold sweat that took over me. I tell you, I have to hold on the fence. And the referee blew off the game, said the field was not good, and he was an old Arnett's person, too, you know. So yeah, he blew off the game, said the field is not good. Yes, and people was complaining. You know what I did? I just give back Gene in $10,000. You know?
Oh, that's how you never ended up at what other?
Yeah, definitely. I
Oh,
give him I give him back his ten
okay.
thousand.
So you ended up.
It's like God has shown me, say, listen, Papa T, honor the team for you.
Yeah.
It's on a team. Because when what other nice team where you know it's all stars. You know, you have Badas, you name all the stars you could find at Jamaica them time. Tapas we call them. But when I look at Siba coming from the gully,
Yeah.
you know,
See, by people, see by is originally, which is Mobile
yes,
Unite, is originally from Gully.
yeah,
Tell,
definitely.
tell
And
them
when
where Wadada is from in Montego Bay.
what if from Mount Salem, you know?
Mount Salem.
Mount
There you
Salem,
go. So
right,
people who
right.
know Montego Bay kind of get an idea where those two teams, two sort of different community, you'd call them different factions
Yeah,
in that
man.
place. Yeah.
But I growing up, I used to watch Seabot, you know, and I realized that wow, this team is for people. It's for people. When I read back in the Bible, Isaiah 43, you find Seba itself in the Bible, you know, and realize that Seba is for the people, for the community. And I say,
Holy
no,
for
this,
Rastafari.
yeah, man. And then so I was associated with Rasta in a sense,
Yeah.
you know, so.
And they were green and red.
Right. And there was a striker by the name of Blackshot, Derby D. When he went to America and I was watching Siba, I tell myself, I'm the replacement for this guy. I'm the replacement for this guy. And listen, for my thought Siba, remember me tell you, it's like a different dimension of football. Different dimension because they had purpose. We said we wanted to change the whole aspect of football in St. James or Western Jamaica because then it was Kingston, Kingston, Kingston. So we revolutionized it, with the commitment what we made to make that change in Western Jamaica. And we did that, as you can, if you don't know, for 10 years straight, the Western Jamaican all
What
that
are the
the
Reno and
side.
Seba?
And then kickers come
And then
join,
Violet
so.
Kickers, yeah.
Right, so. Siba was the pace setter, you know, because we had a purpose. It was about no money. 'Cause I didn't get no money at Siba.
Oh, say you guys were playing for free?
Yeah, man, believe me, we don't get the money I see, but maybe one could done man might put a thing in your hand, you look in your hand, or when we finish a game, you play good, a man palm me a thing, you look at my $1,000 one sitting on this wall, see it, but I'm like we're getting paid,
So all of those years of success, people like you, Hector Wright, Shorty Malcolm, Theodore Whitmore in that Seba team, Noah Sterling. You said the money never that get no money?
Well, tell you something, take top out of the sequence there.
Yeah, because you came on later. Yeah.
Yeah, cause him come enjoy the sweets, him come enjoy the sweets, yeah. But us, Eki, all of us, yeah, believe me. Sometimes when I look back at life, one of my biggest regrets is, financially, I shouldn't be like how am I right now. I should be much better, But nevertheless, I think we did something that we can be proud of. We dig up the road and make it smooth for the younger guys in Fatapa to even be the national coach right now.
Yeah. So I mean, all right. So you won the Premier League with Seba. I know you won a couple what they used to call them time the Western Super Cup. That was when
Yeah,
Seba
man.
won the Reno and Violet Kickers used to play at Froome.
We
Um,
were the first. We were the first. Others again, see about that pace setter. We were the first
Western
team,
team.
yes, to play that CONCACAF championship. We were the first team to win the Jamaica knockout when it just implemented. We were the first team every time. That's our aim to set a trend. You know.
Yeah. And you were the leading goal scorer in the Premier League out in Jamaica for how many seasons?
So actually every season, I have about 1 million trophy right now. Me soon dash them because believe me, I should then go them to make that sell them, But all of my playing career is leading goal scorer and MVP. I don't have another trophy in my, saying that,
Okay.
that was my aspiration. Though, is to score goal, Yeah.
So when was the first time and what age were you first called up for the national team? Who did you make a debut against and how did that first game representing Jamaica go for you?
Well, as I said before, I didn't make the All the Costa, but right after that, I went straight to the national team in '82.
Out of high school you went into the national team?
Straight out of that's why when I see people I really laugh nowadays. People like, whoa, people making coming from school playing Premier League. No, it's like it's a big thing. It's happening from way back when these things are happening. But maybe because football dropped so much, it's a big thing now. But I left Clarendon College. As I said, didn't make the Alda Costa, but I went straight to the national team. When Casagrande came to Jamaica, he's a Brazilian coach in
Yeah,
1982. Yeah, so he called up a team. But my debut was in 1983
yeah.
against Canada, against Carl Brown, called back another team because Casagrande he didn't give me no game that the whole squad strike. I can't remember. I can distinctly remember that them strikes. So
So
Casagrande, the
you see,
idea.
a long time the footballer them a strike is not a new thing.
No, no, no. I can remember Bram Williams. Casagrande, the idiot are the best thing this ever.
So the entire team strike because you
Yeah,
were not
man.
playing?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
But anyhow, they still played. There's a TEGAT, no worry. I can remember this distinctively. There's a TEGAT, no worry. I so smoke too. Them is a board me with them time, bongo.
Yeah.
I make cameras at TEGAT. Them tell me point down. One time we went to, we were boarding over Honeystown GC first. And we thief out one night, the same night, and they are one club. And me a bonus spliff and Bram and Martland for the TEGAT. I'm tell you something. If you stop smoking, if you stop smoke, I say, I don't know. Don't you look on your marker, but you take cigarette. You might take your old man, but one day you go lead Jamaica. Like
Yeah.
this guy is something in me that I didn't really see, you
Whoa.
know. And
Whoa.
believe me, from that night, but I respect. I never bonus spliff again.
Whoa.
It made
Whoa.
me the train harder because when this guy said, Tiga, one day you go lead Jamaica. Because they see something where they've seen me.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't see yourself. You have to look at somebody like they are the mirror for you itself. And I
Yeah, yeah,
stopped.
good talk. That good talk. I hope the
Yeah,
young youth
man.
them hearing that. Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes you
man.
can't see it yourself. Somebody have to be the mirror for you.
Yeah,
That is
man.
that is
So,
true.
so I
So
stopped smoke.
so after Casa Grande, people you see it, all these things. Some of us learning because we thought like Rene Simons was the first Brazilian coach. You hear about a Casa Grande who was a Brazilian who was coaching Jamaica during the 80s. I never even knew that. So we're learning every day. So after he left, a new coach came in, right? And who was Carl Brown? You said Carl back next team. You were in that team, and then you made your debut. How did
Yeah,
that
man.
go? And when did you score your first goal for Jamaica? And again, so what did that feel like? All right, don't worry, people. Look like we have a little freeze in the and TGAT's end, but we're gonna fix it up. People, this is great stuff, right? So please hit the like button, right? Because I am learning. I never knew that there was a
Players have to be.
Brazil. Hold on, you're breaking up.
Yeah, you hearing me?
Hearing you now. Go ahead. So I was asking you who you made a debut against and when did you score your first goal? So we're hearing you now. Go ahead.
So Carl Brown call up a team. And I must say before, players have to be patient. Patient. Because when I went to the national team in 1983, there was Tolo. He was the best, one of the best striker then.
Michael Tulloch.
Michael Tolo. He's one of the best centre forward then. And I was a centre forward
Lethal with him head.
with the head. And I was a centre forward. See. So when I got in the team, I Carbon made a place for me, put me left wing, which me can play anywhere on the football field, you know. And if I was naive, I could have said, Carbon, you're that big striker, let me and put him, yeah, but no, you have to respect the man at the moment. And he was the man at the moment, you know. So I played left, and if even playing from left, I keep, I scored my first goal against Cuba, right? But I enjoy playing out there until Tolo leave the national team. Then I become the senior player up front there.
Okay. Someone is saying that Bongotier, if you remember Cloggy,
Yeah,
Dread,
man.
Cloggy Dread,
No Raman, Raymond Clark.
Raymond Clark.
Claggy.
Yeah, man. This
Yeah.
person, Wayne is saying that they are cousins. Listen, Wayne, if you want to contact me, can afterwards we can line up for you talk to the legend, So, Tolo step away. You kind of stepped in, represent the
Yeah,
national
man.
team. We're gonna try to. How did you end up in Israel playing in the top league over there? What happened? How did you leave from Jamaica straight into top league
This
in Israel?
this
How that?
guy, this guy, may he so rest in peace again. Mark Mendel. He's one of the players that again he brought the professionalism into the football in Jamaica with Swallowfield,
Okay.
Yeah, with Swallowfield. What is calling? You hear me?
Yeah, man, we're hearing you.
Yeah,
We're
man. Me
hearing
not
you
gonna answer.
clearly.
Yeah, me not gonna answer the guy. Come me don't listen, so.
Yeah,
A lot
man,
of
we know
people,
it.
a lot of people don't call me, but yeah, but but Mark Mendel, it was the person instrumental for me going to Israel, you know. But first, he wanted me to come and play for Swallowfield. That was at Seba, so with the contract would be Swallowfield, on the contract, whatever, So it happened that them and Seba made some agreement, So I went to Israel all because of Mark Mendel.
Okay. And you and Horace Pitt were in Israel?
No, me and Peter Cargill.
Peter Cargill, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, so
Peter Cargill.
how did that go? I mean, what was that experience like? And why did you leave Israel? Because you must have make whole of money. Why did you leave Israel and come back Jamaica, you and Cargill?
But so man tell us it's like me know if salt or bad luck so in terms of making money. If the two the day. A lot of people see me and feel like me rich money, but maybe it's just my character or maybe make people feel. So, but me tell say with that Israel, 90, 86, 87, but we just won the Premier League, see, but just won the Premier League. So I left and I was there, by myself until I brought my wife up. And she was pregnant then, So my daughter was born there also, My daughter,
Okay.
yeah. Mhm. So one day I left school because I went to school, just to learn the language, the Hebrew. So one day I was coming from school, walking on the street, and me hear one big bad word behind me. So me say, yeah, man. So me say, nah, man.
Jamaican there.
Yeah, so me say, nah, man. I'm the only Jamaican there, so man. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Till me bad word lick again and call me name. Yeah, so so me look round, a Peter Cargill, I said, whoa, because I didn't know it was coming. I didn't even know it was
Yeah.
coming. Because when I spoke, he tell Mark, when he said, listen, man, we just send me up there, because TEGAT there. Just send me up. And he spent 1 year at my house. We lived together 1 year with my wife and my kids. And he brought up his wife, his wife. But he didn't have a contract at the time. Didn't have a contract. So one day we were going to play a practice match. I'm going to tell you how he get his contract. We're going to play a practice game in Nazareth. The only place there, Nazareth, where people dream of, how the Bible, you hear them name there.
Yes.
It's just like myself, because you can't chat the world, When I first I was going to Israel, we're growing up, you take to Israel and the Bible about Israel. So one guy give me one Nike bag. I said, Israel come from, Israel come from. So me cherish the bag so much that when me actually that Israel, me dash out the bag. I say me there Israel now.
Yes, yes, yes.
See, but again, also with Peter Cargill, we had a practice game in Nazareth, and I tell the Peter, sometimes, the big stars and no one come play them practice games. So just bring your boots and things. I told my manager, my coach, I'm gonna make my friend come with me. So I said, sure. So he came. Peter, Peter marked out the best striker in Israel at the time. I was playing on the next team. Peter Marco, the best striker. So the boy hot them time, the striker,
Yeah.
And Peter making look fool the day they tell you that. That's how Peter get his contract.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
that's how he got his
What's the name of the
contract.
team? Is Makib Tel Aviv?
Maccabi
Maccabi.
Netanya. Maccabi
Okay.
Netanya.
And that was in the top league in
Yeah,
Israel.
man, the top league. That was
All
the
right.
top
Did
league.
you win the leading goal scorer over there?
No, yeah, I was voted. Guess what, guys? 'Cause, football is like this. I was up there and having some hard time in terms of scoring goals. Not scoring as much goal as I would have wanted to. So I was on the bench for maybe 2 games, coming
Okay.
off, coming on. But you realize in those countries you get paid to build up your money is about incentive. You have to be playing.
Okay. Like in those leagues, you have to be playing and scoring, and then you build up your money.
And yeah, man. So me, I say,
Okay.
no, sir, I'm not come out for this. So one day the coach give me a game in a mid center, midfield. Not to know so me could have played midfield, see me. Yeah.
Okay.
And at the end of the tournament, I was voted the best midfield in Israel.
Whoa.
I was voted, the best midfield player
All
in
right. So
Israel.
so all right. So when did you leave Israel to? Cause you went there in the 80s. When did you
Yes.
leave to come back to Jamaica, and why? Was it really for the Did you come back because of the camp? Why did you come back to Jamaica? Why not stay there and make some money?
I came back because of the Gulf War. The Gulf War. It was
Okay, because right
yeah.
during 9/11 when the World Trade
No,
Center.
no, 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 not 9/11. The
Oh,
Gulf War
oh,
Saddam Hussein and they were they
with,
were they were, they were shooting off some gas bomb and all those things. You know.
oh, okay. So you came back
So
to Jamaica.
yeah, but it was one of the scariest moments of my life, honestly, because I hear gunshot lick in Jamaica and them something, but to hear bomb is a different feeling that. So what I had to do, I had to tape down one room. Me and Peter Akagil and a guy from Israel. We have to take down one room, windows, everything. We have bottled food, water, tin food, everything. And if you want to defecate or urine, you have to do it in bottle. We can't come out that we have battery radio. Hey, listen, I go to one thing where enough people in Jamaica. And for them bad man, you talk about bad man. Yeah, they want to go to some country like the gas and them place. They want to go and see really. No funny that want to come back home the same time. And I want to easy something.
Yeah,
Gunshot
yeah.
different from bomb and anything. And you don't know when the bomb go trigger off or whatever. So
Okay.
I had to stay put in one place. So after that, I tell you, so listen, me not Israeli. He's a Jamaican, I want to go home. Me and Peter said they want to come home. You
Okay.
know. So
And
that bomb.
and when you came back in time for the World Cup campaign in 1998, a few years
But
before that.
no, no. But let me go back a little before.
Okay.
Before
Because
the, the,
that's
the
what you want to get, because you want to get to the 1998 campaign. You're
yeah, man.
rolling that.
Let
And
me
then
just get back a little bit. Let me get
we're
back a
going to
little
be
bit.
talking about this campaign and coach and all of them thing there and stuff,
You might
So
have to come back one next answer because I want so the other day one woman said to me that you need to write a book. So
yeah,
after we did Israel at that time,
yeah.
me and Peter start take our salary and so we go bust that are Jamaican players in Israel, being a manager and or agent so to speak. Yeah, so we brought up Winston Anglin and we brought up Lenny Hyde. A
To
lot of
Israel
people
as
never.
well.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
We buy them ticket and brought them up. Find teams for them and we start negotiate. But then same time I say again the Gulf War just came, so we had to buy back them ticket and send them back to Jamaica. You know. That even me I come to Jamaica, honestly, me come to Jamaica $200. Broke like a rare wow.
When you were coming back to Jamaica, that's all they came back.
Yeah,
Whoa.
$200. But the fact of the matter I was coming home.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
coming home, because they looked flight for me and Peter, two of us came back. It's just so funny that and you hear me come back with Tony and it's so sad me I tell you, sir. When Peter collect fee money, I don't know how much him collect. I know collect his money. And night, I'm in the house, and the Tiga just collect him, say no, cause I know tomorrow no bank, not now open. So
Right.
so me get sugar. I said, me say, Peter, you couldn't call me. I say, I got me, rare. But such is life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Such is life. So anyhow, I came back. I came back. Try to get back. Peter get back. He went back to Israel. So, like, so there are people, there are some people, believe honestly, you have selfish people, Walter, because, funny that Peter went back Israel. And sometimes it hurts my heart when they have to speak like this.
Yes.
I went to wedding, Peter wedding, and Peter's going back to Israel the next day, and I didn't know. Because we've been trying to get contact with Israel, the people, to get back a ticket to get up there, and I didn't know. It's when
Okay.
well, at a Jamaica game in the national stadium, me and Peter White sit down. And I said, TEGAT, oh, you not gone? I said, gone there. And Peter not gone, man. And I said, really? Peter come to me, I said, John, no, life is life. So my journey, I know an easy journey, me I tell you, me have it, me get, but I just God, me said, I mean, I have
Yeah.
enough love, no bad mind, no good, I just love, said, And me come back Jamaica 91, as I say, 91, right? When I came back Jamaica 91.
Hold on,
So,
Tiga. People, listen. I'm going to take some because I know a lot of them want to ask you stuff. You
yeah,
understand
man.
me? So watch this. We just want him share the journey at the 98th campaign, because that is what he's going to get into. Then we're going to have to ask him some questions about this campaign, and you understand me, and about his coaching, because I know that he was at Mount Pleasant out of a job now, and if he thinks he can add any value to the national program. But going to your 1991 you were at. So continue from there.
Yeah, so I came back 1991. After spending 4 years in Israel, I came back 91. Right in the time where Seba needed to win a game, else then they get relegated against Black Lions in Spanish Town, you know. And I came back and I played that game. We I don't know how we won anyhow. The Shell Cup was the Shell Cup was the biggest thing now. So I got called up for the squad.
For people who don't know, the Shell Cup was the competition that all the Caribbean nations
Caribbean, right?
competed
What
in.
Shell
That's
Cup?
what it was called, the Shell Cup.
The
For
Shell Cup.
all the youngsters. You have to we have to explain to the youngsters, because they don't know that.
Well, that's why I have just back me up and then you go away, So
Yeah.
91 when I went to national team, believe me, national team hot.
Yeah, who were some of the players on the team them time there?
You have Twinnybug, you have Donald Hewitt, you have Tatty Brown, you have Warren Barrett, you have Butters, you have
All right, so
Doberman,
people, when you hear about Twinnybug, that's Winston Anglin. All right. Butters is Anthony Corbett.
Carbet,
Right. So I just
you,
giving
you have
you
Roger Creed.
Roger Creed from
Roger
Tivoli
Creed.
Gardens.
Yeah, man. But the hottest one was out of everybody was Doberman. That Devon Ricketts, who's play for what other? I mean, hot.
Big that no man, Devon Jarrett, and then he changed it.
Devon Jarrett,
He was
right?
Devon Jarrett, and then later in his life he changed his name to
Yes.
Ricketts.
It,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
it ain't hot,
Yeah.
but I mean hot, But yeah, football funny, you see, and that's why enough coaches have to know what.
Linval Wilson from Pala.
Yes, Pala was there, right? Gaddafi,
Yeah,
Panton, Clive
Donovan
Smith was,
Panton.
yeah, Clive
Ninja
Smith was
from Boys Town.
Ninja,
Ninja.
right there,
Yeah,
yeah,
Ninja. And
Bingy Blair was there,
Water.
Palmer,
Yeah. Wayne
yeah,
Palmer.
so Wayne Palmer,
Yeah.
um,
Those guys were at Galaxy.
yeah, man, and young Walter Boyd.
Yeah. The Black Pearl
Yeah,
was young.
young,
Yeah, he
young,
was young
young
coming out of
Walter
high school
Boyd.
that time
Yeah,
there.
young
That's a
Walter
big
Boyd.
team, You
Yeah,
think
no,
that
it's not.
a
It's
lot
in a
of
bad
people
man.
a lot of people said this group of players are the best group of players Jamaica ever had. No, what how you compare them? I want you to get back to the story. What you think about the players now and the players back then?
Listen, man. Honestly, last time I was telling a friend of mine, I said, listen, Renee Simmons then come like 10 years ago, before 98,
Yeah.
and add us. And discipline with the right way for discipline. Maybe when we go 98 World Cup, I the third or the fourth time we go.
Oh, yeah, man, because that team for real, when a young Walter Boy, like you said, some of the names that you call, Lenny Hyde was around those times.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But man, yeah, because listen, and you see, one of the things is this: we were committed. We were committed to the cause. See, we want to go places. We want to go places. So switch it again. I'm say Dome was the hottest man. So
Yeah.
when I came now and we had the first game against, I think we had game, who was it game? I didn't remember where I get the first game. The night before the game, Doberman said, boy, I don't know what happened. Something happened that he said one go yard. He said one go yard. And I was the person that followed him. Called me and said, boy, if you want to go, you know, because his
No,
mind is
people.
not in it.
Let me help them, Tiga. People, you need to understand. Cause people, somebody's mentioning Cosman Williams as well.
No, Kazma was in that. He was in that squad. He
Yeah,
was in that
but let
squad.
me let me tell the people what when it's a go at them yard. Cause remember now, there was no place in town for the money from country for stay.
No,
Really,
sir.
right? So when a
No.
man say want go back home, it's because man leave from Montego Bay, take bus come up and probably stay somebody yard to
Uh,
represent the
they,
national team, right?
no,
But continue.
them time we are still up a stadium.
There you go.
Up a stadium up in the attic there.
In an
Hey,
attic where you say camp. I tell people
yeah
that's
man,
where I used.
yeah
I
man,
tell people that at under 12 and under 15, that's where I used to sleep
yeah
in
man
the
up there.
stadium.
Hey, up in the east, you know, up there hot like a wall. So I follow the man the Diego a taxi stand, a bus park in a downtown. I said, Devon, you really are go home? Yeah, man, I go home. So anyway, he went home, and that's how I get my starting spot in 91 team. You know,
Okay.
that's how I lead the team. That Bob Campbell, he was part of the coaching staff. Then he had 6 goals for Jamaica them time there, and he must show off say, oh, look how long him done play football. It was 6 or 11 goal years, and look how long he's done play football, and him a leading goal scorer still. And when me take 1 week and liquid that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And instead of the Tiga, you know what I say it because I know how you go do it. You
Yeah.
go do it. Yeah, man. Because you see, in life we need so much to inspire us to the things, you know. Give that push. And I don't think that you have that right now in Jamaica in terms of the football. Nobody now push somebody, It's like we just watch the TV and see a Messi or a Cristiano and might emulate what a Jibbler, but it in terms of pushing again that motivation, I think it lacking right now.
In the football.
Yeah,
How did
man.
how did that 91 team do in the Shell Cup though?
We won, for the first. This is the first time in Jamaica history. Jamaica won something. 1991. We won
Okay.
the Shell Cup. We won the Shell Cup. Then we went on 93. We were the first team, Jamaican team, to come third in the Gold Cup.
Oh, that same team came third in the Gold Cup.
Yeah, man. And I tell you
Oh,
something. That it's the same team Rene come get from 1991 to 94 because all of us were together.
okay. So when Rene Simons came and picked up that team, it was that same core of players from
Yeah, man.
1991. Okay,
Yeah, man.
okay.
I just that when he just make some changes in terms of carrying 4 players and take out 4 players and but the nucleus, the base, the foundation, whatever you want to call it, was still there.
So what
You
you're
know.
saying to us then, Tiga, people are hearing this that 1998 team was like built from 1991, That is like 7 years of
Then
working together.
I may qualify when if we World Cup, First we
Really?
when we
People say a Dean Burton qualify way.
you're mad man. Then I
All
score
right.
the one then I score 1-0 liquor Suriname that we started journey with. Listen,
All right, tell us about the
before
journey. Go ahead.
before before
Hold on, Tiga.
before
People, hit the like button. You're hearing them things here because a lot of people say a Dean Burton, I want you to listen, All right.
me not getting no credit for certain things. You know, so that when time Borussia Dortmund, when the first win he got in Jamaica, me give him again,
Yeah.
get Borussia Dortmund,
Yeah, no beat the German. Hey, no man. People, half an hour know them thing here that Rene Simo's first win in Jamaica was
I
against
mean,
Borussia Dortmund at the National Stadium.
yeah, we lost 1-0 at Jared Park against Borussia Dortmund, and the second leg in the stadium. And when we done the game, we couldn't find. He said, "Listen, his journey just begun."
Okay.
So
Somebody said that go. somebody said that Gold Cup that you finished third, you were tied with Costa Rica.
With Costa Rica.
Okay.
You know, because when he left, after we bet that Borussia Dortmund, when he left and went to make preparation in Brazil for the team, because he said his journey just began. And I remember that when we had to beat Suriname, I scored that goal to beat Suriname to put the World Cup qualifier.
Where was that game? In Suriname?
In Suriname.
Yeah. Okay, so you beat Suriname, resuscitate the campaign. Renessimo is gone to Brazil now because he wanted to bring the team.
You're right. So yes.
Yeah, man. So tell us about the journey all the way up to the qualifying for the World Cup. Because you weren't in the World Cup team.
No. I stopped 96.
Okay.
96. You know what happened that and you can give Rene credit, And life, I want funny thing too, because all that Rene came and did and was asking for and got, Carl Brown was asking for the same thing. And if we got that pedigree, then like what Rene get to take care of players and all this, it make us comfortable because Carl Brown was saying that players cannot play football and work. And in fact, it have to be a job like that. And Rene come made that possible. Because Jamaica not just black people put money in their pocket. I might feel like wait. Hey, listen, then listen, man. It's that thing about color, That thing about color, it's like we now get it from it. No disrespect, No respect, but we now get it from that. Okay, if you can do the job good, we now go invest in you, or we now give you that money or whatever to make it enhance your program. Because after says Carbon did get money, then as by my answer.
You said that 91 team would have qualified for the 94 World Cup.
Listen, because you know why? Just looking at Panama right now and looking at Canada, these guys are there together from what? Maybe 9-10 years together right now, this team they have, set of players, So just imagine we are from 1991 till when they come get us 94 and we were the same players. Just imagine that chemistry we have.
Yeah.
And cause what he did, he come stabilize us because we weren't getting nothing per it. Yeah. When he came, he started.
So you weren't getting paid for playing for the national team?
No. Rene, listen, you might get a little stipend. Yeah, like a boss if you go back and Moby as usual. But Rene implement a system that they adopt players. So players start getting like 30,000 a month.
So before that, let me get this straight. You're saying before that, you never used to get money more than a per diem and thing. That was
it. Sir. No, hey, listen, man. That's every time people see me. I'm gonna feel like me on the money, Because they never understand what we go through. I know if you can't give me money to right now. we should have a pension fund for me and Walt and Walla because what we do. Yeah, because enough man feel like a 98 team put Jamaica on map, Enough man feel like that, But people we don't know history. And if you know you believe we don't know where to go. So when Rene came, we start getting like 30,000 a month. Yeah, so after a while, because we used to thief up, go dance, party and all type of something. And here comes a man, start make you get 20,000 a month. And this tell us this never start party no. Never stop this and stop that. Nobody don't want to get job out of the team.
Okay.
Everybody stop those certain things till in up it. But man start get 100,000 a month now. So man start say, Rene, tell me we want to kill you or kick down to you. Yeah, because them things gonna happen.
Yes.
So the focus again now shift.
Yeah.
You understand? People start thinking different. So people know fine. People can start all buy. Players start buy all cars now, and players start buy a little Walkman thing. So I want different things. So and the football now becomes.
I fear the people because some of the people don't know any Walkman, You understand me? Walkman, them look at things they used to put in your cassette in and listen music. Them things they're done with now. Everything they're on phone now. Yeah. Bluetooth speakers and things. Cool. All
So
right,
people
so
start, yeah, we start living one different life, different life. So, but the fact of the matter, we were more focused now on the football because
okay,
he
okay.
put that in that he put that in us in that position
Yes,
to
yes.
start focusing us, and then we start playing games now. We start travel. We do almost a 4 pass, 5 pass mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because we start travel now. We start travel. Me know which country me no go. We
Okay,
just we
okay.
just start travel. So we start get more international exposure playing games. We
Yeah.
start playing lot of local games again because when we can't get the games, we play the local teams them in Jamaica. And that is where you might find a one or two players, which I think that's missing right now with the senior team. Is national program. They don't focus no more on the local base player them. You know, and I
But
think that is wrong.
people are saying that Tiga, that the local players are not good.
Crap, man. It's a stigma. It's a stigma. And I even hear some of these radio announcers and all them with the same crap.
Yeah,
See.
I already announced. I said that Jamaica has only produced one talented footballer in the last 40
Mm.
years, and
You
that
see.
is, you call a particular name. Not going, you understand me?
Yeah.
So when you
But
were brought up on the Walter Boy, they say that people like you are ordinary footballers. Nothing
listen,
special
I
about it.
I tell you something.
I'm telling you what they're
I,
saying, because I don't agree with that. I'm
yeah,
just sharing
man.
with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Listen, I'm just sorry. Then we not no video them time there. For sure people TEGAT. For sure people TEGAT.
What about Twinnybug, Walter Boy?
Yeah, man, we terrible, and we were normal. We were normal, but because now you can't go on the internet and you Google and play and you say, no, I play. You know, forgot them force themselves on the internet. Yeah, cause them advertise themselves. Yeah, but not for them player really. Not for them not good. They for them average players them. Average players them. But me I say we need to go back. We need to go back and build the local base players them moral. We need that. We need a base. We need a foundation. We at least something we get caught up with this foreign base. Foreign base, English base and foreign base and we lost sight. And it's because
But
we are jump now.
we need them doing a Tiga.
Listen, man. We not say
Yeah.
no, but we just jump it. We just jump it. You see, and maybe that's the match up the team right now, because you have a thing in a football coach, you have the 5W.
Yeah.
But I just two more I use.
Yeah.
The who and the what.
Yeah.
Who were the players that give top of that hype? Yeah? Who?
Yeah.
Who was the player then? No, at the local base. You can see night 2 games where we drawing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying though, Tigat, is that you would admit that the quality of the local players have gotten worse.
Me not say you
You
broke the
don't
youth them
think so?
moral. No, sir, you
No,
broke.
no,
Hey,
no,
listen.
no, no. Here you and I agree on. The moral of the youth has been broken because of how they
Yes,
have been treated. Follow me.
yes. But
Right.
me I
So
say,
that means
listen.
one and a man. So that means we need to rebuild their moral.
I mean
While we,
because speed
yeah,
can
so
show. Hey, speed can show up whole of Jamaica.
yeah,
Speed can show all of Jamaica. If you say talent is here, I just we not spend no time. When I did it in Arnett Garden before the speed, when I did it in Arnett Garden, people said, "Tiga, they idiot." I used some 5 Charlie Smith guys just coming out of Manning Cup. We won.
yeah.
We won under 23 tournament in our garden and mash up the Premier League. And people saying, "Where do you got?" Because this is what we're doing. We're demotivating you. Give them no
All
hopes.
right. And that is true in Tigat. So follow me. Because the youths are demotivated. For now, we need other players to come in.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I agree. And I agree with
Because
that
yeah,
because
man.
you have a choice.
Because what the people because the people are taking what you're saying. Like we don't need nobody. We don't need English-based players.
No, 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 no. Don't get me wrong, listeners. No, no, no.
Oh,
Don't get me
oh.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. No, no. But we
So
need to build a foundation. And listen again, I tell you now, again, Canada, Panama, the way they're playing now and what they're doing now is not coincident.
Yeah.
the other core of players that yes, we don't listen. We played against Panama with what? There's what 8 different players.
Yeah, 8 different players.
So we're the foundation.
Okay, so what you're saying is that we need to have a foundation of the,
We-
so which is not really the national team though. You understand that
Yeah, listen,
it is the clubs and the federation that need to ensure that local football is at a level. So
listen,
some
but
of those, yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
listen, man, listen. This little short league was just played. What Cavaliers won. Quality football play, quality players there, quality. But I may know, lot of times that when the national team call up a squad with local base players, and when the real time comes, it's like you don't see them. So you must say, what the hell me they got train for me not get them? I look on this guy, Ricardo Morris. I think he's playing one of the best football right now, and yet,
Record in the local league.
but and his game step up, yeah. And even when he play for the national team, in other day, you saw his game, but yet
He never looked
we
good,
don't
man. He never looked good, man. When him playing at the game, I think is in Austria against USA, man.
listen.
He never looked good.
How me look to
He's
you?
a good. What I'm saying to you is that Ricardo Morris is a good player. I agree because at the point when they called him, when the players were on strike, all right. Here's what he was playing the best in his position in the league for Portmore.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not
Mm-hmm.
questioning his ability. But
But
when we play,
did you see portion what he played in that game? Did he play his
so
position?
let me tell you now. So here's where now you and I are going to get on a different issue now.
Yeah.
Good interview this because the people them you understand watch it. So when he played against Austria, he was playing on the left side against the Americans and he looked out of sort.
But
Like
exactly. But you put a person out of his position. Come on, man.
so
Like let me take
whose fault is
and
that?
you tell me.
No, you tell me you are the coach. Me just a YouTuber.
Then I we must the coach. Then you can't be the players. Yeah. You understand?
Okay,
But
okay.
listen. Let me tell you something, Let me tell you something. Listen. We how many tries now we had for the World Cup? Like what?
Since
Since 98.
we missed out on 2002, 2006, 2010,
That's three.
2014,
Yeah.
2018. 5 cycles we
So
missed out on.
five. So five. So me you tell me say no. We couldn't find some youth. When we saw what Maggie, the Lama Walker, the Fletchers, the Vassals and couple of them youth there. Why we didn't spend time with them for this moment? And many more with them. Why we didn't spend time? Just like what Canada and
Okay. Okay, so now the people need to understand what you're saying is that like when Peter Lee Vassell was at Cornwall College and the Jardine Fletcher and the Maggie, all of these young guys,
all these
there should have been something in place to help these
yes,
guys.
yes, because these guys were over future and even said Lama Walker them. Believe me.
Okay. So you're not saying because some people again, some people think what you're saying is that we don't need the Anthony Grant to win the team. We don't need
No, I would never say that. I would
no.
never say that. No.
Okay,
So
what you're saying is that
listeners, don't say I'm saying that. We need them because what to do now? These are the players we have available at the moment. We have to use them.
okay. So what you're saying is that some of these guys, even like somebody mentioned Brian Brown, these guys, there should have been a system of developing them
Yes.
locally. So when you get to this
Yes.
stage now, you have a core that you could say,
Yes.
all right, these guys we have been working with them since 2000 and say, like with the 1998 team, you guys
Just
were
like
in place
90.
from
Exactly.
1991. So if we go back
So,
from we're in 2021 now, so maybe from 2016, we should have had a group of players locally we're working with that we could find 5 or 6 of them to mix
yeah.
with the
So,
English players. No.
check this. Check this. When we were playing, you know that when they brought in Fabian Davis,
Yeah.
Gregory Messam,
Yeah.
Bibi Gardner from the under to join the senior team, to join with us, to join the senior team. So me, I say, I can talk the way I talk right now, because I say with the foundation we had 1991 to end up 98 World Cup. So when I say we need that base, I can't really say, you know, so people can say else different, but this is all this is the way, this is the road that we should be going, developing the youth them. So listen, we don't this World Cup, the next World Cup, we're not gonna be there. But you see, third World Cup, this is what we're going after.
Okay, I see what you mean. So you need to look at it realistically and say, listen, we're not going to make this World Cup. So let's
Yeah,
prepare.
exactly.
Yeah, let's start preparing today for 2026.
20, exactly.
Okay, okay. So find some 15-year-olds, start working with them, even if they are in England.
Yeah, and find them, because good
Find
players
them.
are, but we're not prejudiced, you know.
Okay,
We want the best. We want the best.
okay, okay, okay. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. But what are your thoughts on this present group of players and the coach and the JFF? I mean, you love the football because listen, people have I mean, I remember when I had my club, right? And TEGAT in Montego Bay, and I called him and said, listen, I have a club. And he came up, he would come up and drive back down and coach it. I think it's from there. The Mount Pleasant people saw what he was doing with my club and pulled him in. And he wasn't like man is man or pastor, you have to give me 100,000. No, him just said, listen, we love the footballer coming up to work with your team and thing. Whatever you can do, you do. And I know that. But what are some of the things you believe right now that, you know, just give me your thoughts on the present campaign and what you think is missing and what we need to do.
Too many distraction. Too many distraction. And you can't have a World Cup year like this, going into a World Cup year with so many distraction. And you can see from the JFF level with money, you know, with players coming in, you hear that is Tapper up the team at the JFF team. You know, it don't look good. It don't look good. So it doesn't matter again, you know, which player bring in, you know, because you know we have a system, but we don't have a style of play. We have a system.
Whose fault is that?
Everything gonna go onto the coach, because the coach is the person, or you have a technical director and the coach, and you plan your training and everything. So you know it's not JFF. So everything gonna go on the coach. Yeah.
So
final thing is the coach.
So we need a system.
Yeah, I think they have a system. So they play a 4-5-1. That's their system. But what's the style? What kind of style? Yeah. Yes, we don't know style.
So when you watch a team, when you watch a team as a coach or as a former player, what do you think they're trying to do?
Wow. It's not what I think they're trying. It's what I'm seeing them doing.
What are they doing? Because when I look, I can't tell you what they are doing, you know.
I see the difference and the goalkeeper touch the ball more than even the midfield. Too often, when the ball going in the midfield, we are not creative. No, and after ball movements, we cannot pin down no team in the half. Say Blake kick the ball long, right? We don't push up. So when the ball come up, we can start our position playing right there. So we can get the teams them stay back, and if they can go left, we come back right to the middle, and we keep position. We get the ball in the middle, it's like you don't see a player moving space to get the football. Samuel Nicholson, good player. What's the guy named Antonio? That's this big striker.
Yeah, Antonio, yeah.
Good players. But if you don't have a style of play, because these are two good center strikers, you know. But if you don't have a good style of play, Antonio in Aston Villa play for, right?
West Ham.
West Ham. In his team, you see what amount of service he get in the middle to score a goal. Now, when you play for Jamaica, we don't have a style of play that you can stay there, the ball go wide there and cross, and you can edit. No, you have to do more running than anything as a centre forward. So we have to eliminate all those things. We need to play more the football.
Okay. So you're saying that we have good players in the Antonio, Mikel Antonio, Leon Bailey, Shamar Nicholson, but we have a formation, but we don't have no system.
Yes.
There is no movement in the midfield. In fact, you know what? I have a coach, you know, his name is Jerry Miller, who was on the program, and he showed us some clips where the midfield walk in. Exactly what you're saying. There's no moving into the spaces to collect the ball, to create anything.
Wing backs, they don't step up. They don't wing backs like we just play flat forward. They don't step up.
Who are the players in your time doing some of those things in the midfield?
You have Twinny Bug. Yeah, Hector Wright. And listen, in my time, if TEGAT can score, Hector Wright has score, Twinny has score, Bingy Blair has score, Wayne Palmer has score. I mean, and these are midfield. That's all I always tell my team when I'm coaching them. I love Gerrard and Lampard from midfield. In Jamaica right now, our midfield, they don't score goal. That's stupid.
Okay. So we do people when last a midfielder in Jamaica scored a goal for the national team. Somebody can tell me that.
So our style of playing, you know, say, our style of playing, we need a style
But
of
he got
playing.
like people will say you are from Montego Bay, you played at Seba. Hector Wright is from Montego Bay. He played at Seba, and we can call name after name after name. Whitmore is the coach. He's from Montego Bay. He played for Seba. Why you guys can't call and tell him some of these things? How you guys can't be involved? All of you guys who said that we are the best set of players, so many are here in coaching. Why are you so far from the national football that you can't even give these kind of views to maybe not the coach but the technical people and the coach? Why
me know say me blacklist from captain time, you know. Them blacklist me. So me know that. So, you know, we on top of talk, you know. We on top of talk, yes. You know, but again the bottom line is decision and his coaching staff, you know. Them, you know. With the JFF now it's a different thing because I said before them blacklist me. So they won't listen to me. Because me was sending a lot of resume. I said I wanted to even be the attacker coach.
or
And
to coach the
nobody
strikers?
yes, and nobody respond, you know. So it's a lot of things football change, you know. No one man will everything no more, you know. It done, you know. Football change. You have a goalkeeper. You have people even the teeth be throw the fling the football now.
Yeah,
After
so
the football reach.
okay, so that's exactly because the team need a coaching, probably somebody to help them with set players and all of those things. I'm saying that
Yes.
there is, but the JFF is saying that they don't even have money. But like you
Listen,
were
man.
saying earlier, maybe it's what if it were somebody from Brazil, all
Yeah,
the
man.
resources would be provided.
And that's
So
for
does
Brazil. Somewhere else.
so
Somewhere else ain't
yeah.
find it.
So does that mean then we should not look to a local coach because the local coach is not going to get the resources from the federation?
Them not give them. They not get top or the.
So we should okay. So I want to know if you would be more for an overseas coach because you trust more that they will give that person the resources more so than anybody locally.
Well, I was trust, you know, you have to just face reality, you know, not trust. And you know, how many coaches in Jamaica that JFF invest in? You know, how much coaches they send out 4 and 3 months go to England or Germany or where. Yes, we might do the coaching course and thing, but how many invest in gone there? This guy was the last person, I think him when he used to play for coach JC, what name
Miguel Coley.
Coley. Yeah, and you know, but how many coaches that we invest in? We are sending out there. Because end of the day, you can when you check it out now, you look for the world, you know. And most the players them want to play the coach now, you know.
Okay.
And the
Oh,
players them, yeah, and the players them wrong. You see players them now, they have players when to play around them too. To advise them to. Because for them man what's them an administrator never play football for them bands, so they don't know what the players that go through or nothing, yeah, you know.
okay. All right. So, all right. I mean, some very good points you're raising. I know some people have some questions and some thoughts. This is a coach. He coached at York, I believe. And he said when Mount Pleasant came into the Premier League, he played out by York and the game ended, 2-2. Do you remember him? And he's asking you if you remember the kind of system of play that they use out there at York. Because you're at Mount Pleasant when they started that whole push to get to the Premier League. So what
We
is
we we played a 4-4-2 now. I don't know what system he played, you know. We played a 4-4-2 because we had a Adjis and a Kestanal, you know, and Adjis Kestanal had to play off Adjis to score goals. So, you know, that's our system in terms of our style of playing.
okay? So I think he's trying to find out, like, if you remember his coaching style, at
No,
that
no,
time?
honestly, no, no, not really, But it was a good game. Was a good game.
Yeah. So do you believe that? I mean, based on what where we are now, you believe that we can get to this World Cup still, and what would need to happen? You believe for us to still qualify, given the state of the campaign?
Wow, it's some people say it's a 50-50 chance. I don't say it's a 50-50 chance. If if what I saw the other night with those players who they're committed, the style how they played, that commitment, especially in the second half, they step up where we wanted them to step up. We could have a little more movements again in the midfield. I think this guy, what's his name, Speedy, when he came on, he made a difference in the middle. You know, you know,
Yeah.
spreading the football and all. But it's not gonna
That
be easy.
that's what some people are saying, TEGAT, because like here what you just said, you looked at the game and immediately you saw that Speedy made a difference. We
Yeah,
all
man.
knew that Speedy should have started. You understand me? So sometimes you have all of these
You know why I should
uh
be, you know why I should start. He love the ball. He want to be on the ball all the while. And that those think our midfield right now want the ball.
yeah,
And
yeah,
him love the ball. Give me the ball. He want actually want to be the man. And this is it. Our
yeah.
football don't base on nobody.
Okay.
You know,
Don't,
base
oh
on
right,
nobody.
there's no character. Like yes, that is true.
No,
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I mean.
no,
So here's what
no.
now, because the people are asking some questions, and one of the questions is what adjustment would you make to the team if you are given the team?
Well, as I said, me the attacking coach now. So me personal, me the go attack.
You would you
Yeah.
call about Mikel Antonio and Leon Bailey?
Yes, man. I'm set back a style of playing for them to suit them. You can't listen. When I watch this guy from Canada, Davies,
Yes.
that this guy he shows superstar character. This is what we need to make the Baileys them start feel away there that they are the superstars, and so we can get more from them, build a style of football surrounding them. Because for them time now, we don't love it or not.
Yeah.
For them time, so you have to make them feel that important.
Okay. Okay. So you'd bring in a more offensive kind of
Yes, man.
style of play.
It was no, even no, like how we need points now. Yeah, man.
So
We
what
have
do they
got
do?
it.
But what based on who you see, all the personnels who have been in the team, how would you set up that midfield? Because we're using a 34-year-old and a 37-year-old in midfield, right?
It's a Meggy.
Yeah.
It's a Meggy. Me that use him out, but listen, me that direct him. I me that play in mind, make members all used to play when he used to play. Well, he used to play for JC, used to play for, right?
JC, right? JC, yes.
All used to play for JC. Now when I see Meggy play now, every ball Meggy control, his back is facing to the opponent. And that means that his position receiving the ball wrong, and this way coaching come in. Because with a skill player like that, who have so much good passes, good dribbling, and can kick the football, you should be positioning yourself to be going forward, to see a pass forward or driven going forward. I think that one of the things
Okay.
with that correct.
Yeah, because I think some people with McGee they are saying that because he doesn't do a lot of work off the ball, that may be why they don't start him. Because the coach is probably more defensive minded. So you're thinking more offense. The coach is thinking more defense.
Yeah, because you say if I got you're saying that if I have the team, so I'm
Team, yeah,
starting if I add the team, so I
yeah.
don't go more.
So
It was no we need point.
You'd have play McGee, play
Right pan
more.
top, right pan top, right pan top. I'm making flow like it's a flow for JC. Don't limit him. Run up and down everywhere, man.
Okay, okay. What do you think about the defense? Because you have seen players like Ethan Pinnock, Liam Moore, Damian Lowe, Mariappa, the Amari Bells, Alvas Powell. There's a big thing I know about this guy called Javian Brown,
I
who
don't think I
everybody's
don't think I don't think no big problem with defenders now. Just that they need to step up. The wing backs them because football now the wing backs them after they come in play. Them after the step high. Them after the step high, and I don't think they're still playing that flat four. Yeah, so there's always gonna be gap in a midfield pounds. Always gonna be
Yeah.
all up a gap.
All right. I think what Blue Mountain Entertainment Group, big up and thanks for the comment. He says, respect to you, Mr. Davis. Local base players has never been good enough for me because prior to 98, all the players who played together and knew each other in the local leagues failed to qualify before 98. All right. So let me explain and then you can answer. What Mr. Davis is saying, respectfully, Blue Mountain, is that if Rene Simoes, and many Jamaicans believe this, if Rene Simoes came, because remember, the team without Rene Simoes finished third, tied with Costa Rica in the Gold Cup, first time in Jamaica's history. And these players were working, they were all working full time, traveling from Montego Bay, Westmoreland, Clarendon, St. Thomas, Portland, St. Mary, St. Anne, going to train, go back home, come up and sing. What he's saying is if all the resources were given to Simoes, were given to Carl Brown during that era, he believes that 1998 would have been the third time Jamaica qualified for the World Cup. So sometimes when we say that they have never qualified, we have to really put the thing in context. Like, did they have all the, because football, we say it, that football is not just played on the field. So
And let me say again,
go ahead.
let me say again, with my respect to him, listen, yes, at the same set of players them from at them same set of players them when you can get, the same players who never qualify for nothing. At the same players them. I said before they does took out four of us and bring in four to balance the team. But you could have seen where we were going. Cause if when we came third, you could have seen where we were going. We just
Yeah,
need that little push, and when it's come put a little icing on the cake.
yeah, yeah. And somebody saying that after the first 5 games, I think we had 5 points in the 1998 campaign. But what I will say though is this, that even in 1990, which is what Mr. Davis is saying, what Mr. Davis is saying is that all you needed at that time was an injection of a Fitzroy Simpson, a Paul
Paula
Hall, and
Burton.
a Dean Burton, and
Yes.
that propelled us. So he's not saying that just local based player.
No, no. We need a
So I
base. We
don't
need a
want us to
base.
create that narrative. What he's saying is that if some of those teams back in his time had the kind of resources that Simoes had, maybe all they needed at that time was a one or two other persons, and that team would have qualified.
Yeah, man. Definitely,
Yeah, yeah,
definitely, definitely,
yeah. And I
definitely.
mean, if yeah.
Because in everything, in everything you do in life, you need people to enhance you,
Yeah, there you
You
go.
need people to enhance you. So I'm not gonna say yes, just pay Jamaica local based player. No, no, no. When it come to
Yeah.
the right thing,
Because
do
I'm
the
going to tell
right
you this,
thing.
Mr. Davis. A lot of people believe, a lot of the younger folks believe that most of the Jamaican coaches only want to play local footballers. A lot of young youth believe that. That you guys don't want um Jamaicans who are not living in Jamaica, are not
No,
born
man.
in Jamaica.
Not people are narrow-minded. I'm saying the football. If the football different now, and that's what I say again. If we were investing in our coaches, then they're out there. Then could see the bigger picture. Because listen, I've traveled and I've seen some jump. When I went England 94, 84. I played for Derby County for 6 months, in Derby County in the second
Okay.
league.
You see,
But people don't
people,
know. Yeah,
there you
you know,
go. You see, people, you did
yeah.
not know that Paul TEGAT Davis also played in England and the man played in
You
Israel.
see it.
But go ahead,
Yeah.
finish up the story, and then I have a
And
guest joining to ask a
I
question.
see I see some Jamaican players. So me have to wonder, think about you know good man. And yet then these Jamaican can't make them team there. So
Okay.
good players are out there. Good players out there. And once you find him and that individual can help the team or individuals can help the team, you draft them in.
Okay. All right. So I have a guest that going to ask a couple of questions, but I want you to take this one. What attacking structure would you employ since majority of these teams defend with four at the back, with a back four?
I must say me like my 4-4-2. Me like my 4-4-2.
And that is a diamond midfield.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because at this point, what we have to lose. What we have to lose. So, I don't think we are pushing back the team them enough. We're not pushing back the team them enough. We are allowing them, to come out too easily. Even if we say we play high, you can see them, we press high, but they still come out.
Yeah. See, someone is asking what the GFF not giving Tupper right now. I don't know who can answer that question, but I don't know if you can answer, but I certainly can't.
I can't need that because that's what my Tampa don't disclose. They say don't disclose, but I hope I could answer it now, and I hope I could have give him what I want. See,
Okay. Okay. Um. All right. So let me add this. This is J Taylor. He's a Jamaican living in the Scandinavian, one of those Scandinavian nations. So yeah, I think he has a
Yeah.
couple of questions for you. Welcome to the show, J Taylor. Go ahead,
Ye-
Mr. Tegat is all ears.
All right. Want to say good afternoon to your guest, Mr.
Yeah,
Tiga.
man. Good afternoon.
Yes. I heard you spoke about picking the right players going forward. Because I'm one of the persons who thinks that the team has to have a balance as to where it's not a good idea to have 90% of your team based in England. As far as I think it will limit the coach's ability to prepare if you don't have any structure locally. So what do you think about that? Because I do agree that we need the best players on the pitch, but based on all the logistics, the difficulties that we ran into this year, it also showed us that it is also a tricky thing if your entire team is based overseas. What do you how do you think about that?
It's tricky, but as I said before, as I said before, and you said it, we need a base. We need a base. It's with all pandemic and thing, then we can accept this what is going on right now. But we need a base, and always and I go say again, we had a base from 1991. We had a base. We had a plan. We had a aim. We had a structure. See, and now we're asking ourselves, and I would like to ask this question: who is our best player? Because even now I don't see it developing. Who is our best player? One question I try to ask. So people say we have the best player, but who is our best player? We don't have, we don't have a style of playing to say our best player. Show them their skill. It's
All
not. It's
right,
not gonna.
all right. I'm going to put that out there and then allow JT and hear what the people are going to say. Mr. Davis is asking all of us because these are senior people in the football. Are two things I want you to do for me, people. There are 59 likes and we have over 122 people. Please hit the like button right now. If you have not subscribed, also subscribe to the channel. Make we grow the thing. So the question is, based on what you're seeing, not who is the best name player, but who has been the best player in the team? That is the question. Somebody is saying Andre Blake, the goalkeeper.
Okay, fine. Blake, no, one.
All right. This person says we don't have one best player. An next person says Leon Bailey is our best player.
So we have to find a system of player. Again, on that, let me say again. We have to find a system to play our best player. Look, Barcelona best players who Lionel Messi.
Was he's not there
No, they
anymore.
put it.
Yeah.
I'm saying Barcelona, but you find a style and a system to make your best player.
Shine.
Exactly. Then Jamaica, we don't have. Come on.
Okay. So I get your point. You get the point, J Taylor. What he's saying
Yes,
is that
yes, yes, yes.
if Leon Bailey is our best player, we have to play a system
Make
that
him
makes
look.
him shine.
Yeah, look him shining
Yeah,
bright.
yes.
Look, when he was at Leverkusen, look at him. They find out to make him do what he want to do. When he come to Jamaica, it's like, whoa, oh, Liam Bates is an ordinary player.
Yes. You probably don't want to hear this, Mr. Tiga, but I'm probably the first analyst on YouTube to call for Theodore Whitmore's job. Um, I saw his weaknesses, especially when it comes on to substitution. I think he lets the game drag on and he waits a little bit too long. And I think substitution is important to change the game. Even the other night, you can see that Jonah Fleming was needed to be off the field, and we just
Mm-hmm.
exhausted that. Because I don't think players miraculously just start to become better throughout the game. If you some players have slow game, Just
Yeah.
not to harken on that too much. If you're offered the job, would you take up the job?
One of my desires growing up is to coach the national team, and any coach in Jamaica don't aspire to coach the national team. It shouldn't be for coaching. Sure, I would.
You would take out the job, and you said something about a 4-4-2, because I think a 4-4-2, we kind of football kind of moved on from the 4-4-2. I think the 4-4-2, it still, it gives you a solid foundation in defense, and you have enough attacking force. But I think even with the likes of players like Leon Bailey, Ethan Pinnock, who plays in a back three, don't you think that we probably need to move away from the 4-4-2?
That's what I'm saying again. You have a style of player to suit your best player.
Okay.
You have a
Right,
style to
because the
suit your
formation
best
is just
player.
a formation,
Yeah, but
but
you find
within
a
the
style.
formation,
You
how
find
you get the
yes,
players play. Yeah.
because if I have him, then I have to adjust my coaching to suit him.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, okay, all right.
Okay.
I'll let you
So
go,
so
Mannings. I have a
somebody, yeah,
few.
right. So somebody's saying, and again, let's come back to the reason for the question about um who is the best player. He's saying that whoever the best player is, you must design a system of play that get your best player to be the best all the time.
Yes, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. They're exactly saying you have to design something. Hey, listen, when I was playing for Jamaica, why I think I scored 34 goals. Think about us? No, because the guy them designed to make TEGAT score.
Yeah. And
Okay.
TEGAT is the second highest goal scorer for the national team. I think Luton Shelton recently, before the late
Before
Luton
he died.
Shelton, before he died, he passed. But Paul TEGAT Davis has the most. Yeah. I saw something here. Someone is asking if you know why you were blacklisted by the GFF. Because you said you're black. Are you still blacklisted? Are you
He
white?
looks, hey,
Are you whitelisted now?
he looks so, a captain, Me not want to get the word captain. Because you know that, listen, 1993, you know people don't know. Me say me fear money. So we shouldn't post on about me, I tell you. And out of my good heart. 1993, that when volley kickers and Hazard. I think volley kickers won the Premier League then.
Yes.
The JFF couldn't pay the clubs them. They played a testimonial game for me and Anthony Corbett, and I got $250,000. Brothers got $250,000, and I took my money and I gave them. Brothers gave back them to pay the players them.
Gave back the GFF?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Really?
man. Yeah, they said that not people know about. Not people don't know. Yeah, I gave them back, and it's like. And some happen that me and captain. You have people around you, coaches and players, just carry back your name to captain. And captain, a man, them time, when so rest in peace, carry good man. Carry feelings. And carry feelings. And then sometimes some people forget where them are come from too.
Okay.
Yeah, so by it's like blacklist me. Say, boy, you got that man talk too much now. But me that man, me just talk the truth.
I mean, but people are saying, but there are other players. What about the persons who would come on here and say, well, I know some other players who were playing in Paul Tegat's Davis time, and they put their money to use. Maybe Tegat never did. Cause people will say
Yeah,
those
but
things. What
me
will you say
can't
to them?
me can't honestly say right now, me not make no type football. Me not
Okay,
make no type football.
because
My
most
best
of you.
my best time of football, me can't tell you right now when I was at Mount Pleasant.
Okay, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
Wow. Wow.
when I was at Mount Pleasant. So me not make no football. So me can proudly and say that without no
Wow.
reserve.
Okay, okay. You know what? Now that you're talking about that, what are some of your coaching accomplishments in terms of what have you won as a coach in Jamaica and at what level? Because some people don't know that you have won almost from the highest level. You have titles from the highest level as a coach to the lowest level. So go ahead and tell us some of that.
Well,
And then I'll ask Jay Taylor to chime in
well,
if he has any other
I
question.
coached 5 teams to the Premier League. That I won. I won the Premier League twice with Steve as a player, once as a coach.
You won the
Jamaica,
Premier League
not
as a coach at SIBA?
Montreal United. I
Oh,
won
you
two
won the
times with
Premier League.
Steve, but that's still called Moby and Steve. But two times
Oh,
with
okay,
Steve as
okay.
a player, Moby United won. Jamaica National when it just came out as player again, we won it. I was voted 93 the best player in the Caribbean. See my picture with me and Pele, everybody right now. Enough people not even know.
Oh, you're
Nine
in 1993. You're the best player in
player
the entire
in the
Caribbean.
entire Caribbean.
That is
Nine,
doing Russell Latopi and Leon Lewis time
yes, definitely.
and the
I, I
DYTR.
yes,
Okay.
I captain the all Caribbean team to UK who play Leighton Orient.
Okay.
I won the USISL before it turned MLS
Okay.
95,
Which team were you playing
99
for?
Rough Riders in the United States.
Okay.
You know, sometime one of my biggest disappointment as being as a national player, yeah, I was a leading goal scorer. I never see a picture of me up in a JFF office yet. Sometimes I wonder why.
Okay.
Never during my I say, imagine you have the leading goal scorer. And okay, you have Pele who's the trendsetter in Brazil.
Yeah.
And up to today, Pele get the respect. I don't think I get that respect. So, so somebody else come book it after me after you understand, but you have a trendsetter should be getting that respect. You
Yeah.
don't people know about it.
And at high school coaching, I know your coach at. Did you win any titles at Arnett Garden or and
Just
at
the under
Clarendon
23.
College?
Just the under
Under
23.
20s.
Me and me
What
and me
about
and Shaka Sims. You
okay?
know.
What about
Clarendon
College?
Clarendon they win no title with at Clarendon College. No, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Let's touch on the under 17s a little bit, because for me, I think the performances of your under 17 kind of tells me where your football program is. And Jamaican under 17 program hasn't been anywhere. We don't see them. They what would you do differently to tackle this issue of where players are not making that transition
Mm.
from the under 17 to take that next level to become a professional? And if you are the senior coach, would you also will you also work with the under 17 to get those players up to scratch, since those are the players for the future who should be coming through?
And it's a fact, since I've learned so much things, because, as a coach, you have to be open-minded. We had some coach here from England in by Mount Pleasant, and they came and implement some things. One of the things I realized is, I was last time, number one, their nutrition is poor, and maybe not them alone. Maybe the whole, nutrition poor, and they they don't limit them how they eat, how they sleep, and the weights, and we don't spend time on their technique, and so to speak. So all those things that have to come in factors. Always spend time with these players if we want to develop them up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
No man, no man. Go ahead.
One more. So you spoke, and just to all the players in the chat, don't eat curry goat before your game. Probably not the best thing for your stomach. Um, you spoke about Mount Pleasant, the English coaches coming in and implementing, talking about nutrition. So we have the line of coaches from the under 15, 17, 20s, 23. Do you think in one of those teams we should have a outside coach who's you think it should be a contingency of all local based coaches that have the playbook for the style of play that you start to teach from one level? How you
We
think?
need, I think we need somebody. We need somebody in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we need somebody in it.
All right.
I
I know I've
definitely, I definitely say if you can bring somebody outside with that expertise,
like a technical
because
director.
but somebody, because I said before, when I saw Montez and brought in
Well,
four coaches,
yeah.
one think about the physical aspect of of the players. Them one was the nutritionist, one was but everything does work in accordance. So I think we need that that individual to enhance us.
Yeah. All right, people, listen. TEGAT was supposed to give me 30 minutes in gone, and odd. So we're gonna take a couple more questions and sing. And then if you want to contact him, then we can line up that he's available of a coach. So if you want a good coach to work, especially with high school, he's the man to talk to. But Tennessee Lewis is asking, I want to ask him if was him or Devon Jarrett scored the goal in 1991 Shell Cup final that time Trinidad and Tobago ruled the football in the Caribbean. The um
91.
1991 Shell
Uh,
Cup final. Who scored for
and
Jamaica?
me and Winston Anglin, we won 2-1.
Okay, so it was Trinidad who scored.
Yeah, I scored the first. I think I scored the first goal, and then Latapi equalized, and Twinny scored. Twinny, we beat them 2-1.
Okay. And Wayne Evans is saying that Jamaica needs a bunk. We need a 20 and a Hector in the middle.
Definitely, because listen, when I see Hector Wright, I see a Paul Hall. That was the type of playing. Hector
Yes,
Wright a
yes.
Paul was a Paul Hall. You have a shorty man come with a Twinny bug in the middle, rough up very and get it. You understand?
Well,
So
people
there's a
don't know that,
balance.
People
There's a
don't know that.
balance.
People don't know that Shotty Malcolm was a midfielder.
So as my friend just said, we have to strike a balance in this thing.
Okay.
You
See.
still talk about Paul Hall, Manins. Let me just ask about Paul Hall. Mr. Davis, do you see Paul Hall fingerprints on this team? You saw any improvement since Paul Hall came in that he's potentially adding
No,
to the
I don't know. Listen, let me correct myself. When I said Paula, I didn't mean Paula with Hector Wright. Simpson. Simpson.
yeah.
You see that? Yeah, Simpson. Well, Paula, honestly, I I don't see nothing. I don't know what's happening up there. I don't want to judge and say X, right. I don't see what you know. I
Yeah.
don't see. I don't know what's going on. I don't know the what type of information or what. Because when I see him on the bench, he just sit on the bench like that.
Okay.
And
So
I
you
think
don't.
if he's the assistant coach to Tia, he should be sitting close, sir, so they can share. You understand? And if there's information, he get up and say X, Y, Z. You have to share your input and your knowledge where you have.
But don't you think it's a unique situation as where Paul Hall is coming in as a pro license coach, and it was stated on your show, man, is that Theodore Whitner has a B license, a B CONCACAF license. So don't you think that Paul Hall probably is threading on thin ice, which is not really thin ice, but is to show top of the respect as to where he doesn't want to really come in and just overtake everything. So he's a bit more cautious, possibly.
No, but he cannot come and take over because Tapa is the national coach.
Yes.
You understand? So you have to show that respect, until when your time comes, because you're here to assist, not to insist. That's what he's here for. So it will be unfair for
All
him
right.
to just jump. So
Tiga,
no, yeah.
listen. This is Antonio Rogers, right? Listen to this. Because I think he's leaving his, I don't know if that's a number that he's leaving. Anthony Rogers, I need to clarify that for you to get in touch with him. Listen to this now, because I see you sweating and thing. He says this is the centre back of the St. Martin, 1991 to 1995. He says, Patches. He says, nice seeing you, my brother. So I'm not sure if that's a contact number for you to reach out to him. I
just
think,
write down for me. Just get it write down for me, and then you can,
yeah. All right, so
yeah.
Patches.
Let me
Patches
call
here,
him.
yeah, Patches here. What you can do, right? If you go on, I am sure Instagram, you can leave the numbers here. I'm going to take it down, but you can go there as well and put in the area code. I will give it to Mr. Davis so that he can reach out to you. You understand me? And I know he wouldn't mind talking to you.
Yeah, man,
Um,
because this is one of the things, honestly, when we were playing against these countries, we were all friends. We were all friends.
okay, all right. Go ahead, Jay Taylor.
Yes, because we have to, and Manny's man, I want to tell you how much I appreciate because I never get to talk to some of our past heroes, and I was really young, but I remember the environment and the euphoria in Jamaica around the '98, and I talked about the spirit. I felt that. What do you think that the coach didn't do enough to get the nation behind him and the support of the people by communicating and galvanizing the troops?
Hey, listen. It's when your country don't feel the players them. 98, the country feel we.
I was there.
Listen, man. When I went to Arnett Garden, to what, 2002 or something like that, whatever. You know what? The first thing I did, I took all the players them and walked through the whole of jungle, every crevice and corner, so the community can feel their
Feel the
players,
players.
feel the players. Hey, listen, you don't, we don't know the players their name by name. Look at the players them shirt back, you don't see their name on them something. So to identify, you understand? There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things, easy.
But you think they could have done more, the coach to reach? Because I think one of the things, because if you're also would take this job, I hope one of the things you address, one of the things in your contract should be that the JFF has to get better at public relations. They have to
Definitely.
communicate with the fans, so people don't speculate as much as we do, and then you spread the
Hmm.
negativity around the team.
Yes,
Do you
yes.
think that they could have done more to communicate with the fans?
Should. Should. And we're even now with this pandemic, they should have go all out.
Yeah.
They should have go all
All
out.
right. So we have our next guest joining, and then here's one of the questions I want to ask. Somebody's asking that this is a humble lion fan. He's asking if you would come and coach humble lion, or you're not going to Clarendon.
Listen, man, I, I'm a professional, and this is my job. I don't do nothing more. So if the job takes me there, yeah, you understand.
Yeah.
And one I think I want what I do differently from even coaching, I do session with attackers. So if a school want me come in for a 2 day or a club want for a 2 day, I just come in and work with strikers because I tell people the football reach a way that you have to spend strikers need specialist coaching,
Okay. So you
defenders
could
need,
just go in and be a specialist
yeah,
coach
if you want for
towards the
two
striker.
days or a day, whatever.
Okay,
I'm
that's good to know.
available.
That's good. You know what I want to ask you as well, and then I will allow Kimo to come in and ask a couple of questions. One of the things that we have heard is that there are a lot of fights and squabbles and division in the team. Was this a fixture in the 1998 campaign? Like, were a lot of people, like a lot of fight and,
No,
man
no,
promise
not,
man
no,
promise
not,
man,
no.
and threaten man and all of those things. And
No. I tell you something. At the start, you have a little thing with the entire with Nandi and Tapa and Walter. At a time. But
and on the and top and Walter.
and Walter, see. But there was not big. It was not big.
Okay.
People say that, you see, let me tell you something about football again. And as professionals, sometimes you must know, especially us who are not real professional. If you're getting $1,000, don't make another virgin know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't, because a TEGAT score like goal them. Yeah? But
Yeah.
you might get in 20 million. Me or vex. No, I'm not so life run.
Yeah.
So something I have to keep as a professional, because I think maybe people just say during them time they tap of score most of the goal in time, but he might get less and conflict, Walter Boyd and
Oh,
Nandi,
okay.
you understand, the junior time. But yeah, what happened? All these, it wasn't thing that went on. That we got a little phase in life, in football. But see, when it was there to squash down everything and to go to the World Cup.
Or maybe the coach need to do that now, but I'm going to allow Kimo to come in because I know you still have to run TGAT. Kimo, go ahead
Yeah,
and talk
man.
to the legend, Paul TGAT Davis.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Hey,
Good
Yeah,
afternoon,
man.
persons on the stream. Okay, good day, sir. To you guys. Oh,
yes, Pop.
Christian, you you said something earlier about coming in for some sessions and sharing advice to the young strikers in their development. I still think that I see in the national team right now we have a goalkeeper coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I don't see anyone coming in where the strikers is concerned and trying to pass on their knowledge as it relates to striking tactics and strategies and giving them an idea of how it is done and sharing your experience with the national team and what it's like. What if these guys are going through some simple difficulties? We could give them an example of how things was in your time and sharing a light to them. Guys like Boza, what if he needs that extra bit of
Yeah,
mentorship for him
right,
in the
right,
team?
right.
You understand?
Because
So,
if you look, if you look around the teams them over the world,
mhm,
Before Arteta went to
Arsenal.
Arsenal, it was beside who? Pep.
Pep. Yeah.
Pep, yes. Yes,
If
he
you see
is.
the England Southgate, who was yeah some who has beside him. So everybody
Mm,
have So this
yeah,
this is something. Listen, you look for the special footballers them, and everybody can do it. Honestly,
yes. And
we can't. We can't.
what I think is going on in our football is brain drain. We have persons that might not be playing at the highest level in the past, but they
Yes.
have did us a fair job. You guys set the pace for us. So I think you guys should come. The JFF, I'm not saying you,
Yeah.
because
Right. Right.
I
Right.
know you guys played with a lot of passion. You guys wouldn't have a problem coming in and giving and sharing your knowledge with these guys, especially these overseas players. Not saying that they don't know already and they're not getting professional tutoring,
Right.
but
Right.
imagine getting it from someone who has done it already for the national team.
Uh-huh.
Because when you
I
look at
agree with you.
English when you look at the English team, you see like guys like Ashley Cole around the team as well. Everyone
Yes.
who went and played
Yes.
for the different clubs in England actually come around
Yes.
this English team whenever it's the international break.
You see
So
what I don't like. One thing I don't like. You know. The coaches here in Jamaica. Maybe I don't know. I can't speak about over the world or in the Caribbean, but I don't think we're together enough to share. You understand? It's like sometimes I think that some of us want us to just fail. We say, you know, that's not it. We are Jamaican, and if we can help in any areas and aspect, and coaches have to be open-minded to for criticism and everything to get better.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, people. 131 people on the stream. Please hit the like button. Let us get it to 100. Kimo, you have to fix the audio because the people struggling to hear you, and I don't know if you
We
sound
have,
like you sound like
we have 5 more minutes here.
yeah, man, 5 more minutes and things. So I'm going to Jay Taylor. All right, and what question you want
I
to ask?
think it
And
was
some
my earphone. I think it
oh
was my
yeah,
earphone. Sorry.
a
You
whole lot
hearing me
better
better
now.
now?
Yeah, man. So I'm going to
Okay.
give each
Yeah.
of you one question, and then Bongo T, some yeah, man. Someone asked about Budmar. Wayne Evans asked if you're still linked with Budmar and Tati and Hector.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Actually, I see them regularly, so Karen Montego be here.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Go ahead, JTL, and then
All
we
right.
take. Yeah.
My question is, Mr. Davis, is because this is something that is that stood out to me. I noticed under this Topper regime, I haven't heard a player came out and said they gotten better, like that they gotten better based on Topper helping them with their weaknesses or things like that. Your time under Rene Simores, did you saw where you improved when he came in as a coach and he helped you to work out your playing on the pitch? Where are you on the pitch? Your awareness, how to make better runs. Did you see your game improve under the coach, or that was a self development?
It go both ways, but again, he brought a sense of self awareness to us, you know, and there's certain things that we thought we knew we didn't, and again, how to stand more better on the football field, how to receive the ball, how to, when we used to take even free kicks, a lot of people don't know. When Rene take free kicks, you take 5 free kicks, and trust me, he score all five of them. We try to score, and we wonder, oh, we can't do that till he show us. So it did help us in that aspect, in terms of our technique, in terms of our thinking. So I can say yes, I improve as an individual.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
Kimo. The last question is for you, and then we're gonna allow Tiga to leave. People, hit the like button if you have not yet subscribed. Please subscribe. Listen, 5:30 today we have a next big interview. We're gonna be talking with Alfredo Monteso, right? Who was a technical director, right? So later this evening, you need to hear that one and about what he believes he can do, like Tiga, to help with the football. He was here with Rene Simoes. So stay tuned for that one, 5:30 this evening. Go
But
ahead,
even
Kimo.
him, well, just a minute,
Yeah.
just a minute. But even him, Monteso, You know, saying spend enough time on the players them. So that to answer your question, where you just asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monteso, he spent time with the players individual.
Yes. My reason for that question is because here in Scandinavia, my time in Denmark, the first thing the coach said to me was, "What are your weaknesses?" I don't need. He said he will figure out your strengths, because your strengths are your strengths. He said, "What are
Hmm.
your weaknesses?" And if we don't solve it in that season, you have the off season to put in work and focus on that. And when you come back, he help you to fine tune that. That's why I asked if there were such things in place where the coach is going to players and said, like Juna Flemings. When you look at a player like Juna Flemings, he makes the wrong decision at the right time. When
Yep.
it's time for him to pass, he actually try to
Yes,
shoot. When it's
Chipper.
time for him to shoot, he
Yes,
actually
yes, yes,
passes.
yes,
So
yes,
I'm asking, that
yes,
obviously shows
yes.
it's a mental thing. Does the coach clock in on these things and sit the player in and focus?
But this is the thing I keep telling people, you know. You see, Messi, they don't take the ball and dribble from offline, you know. Cristiano don't do the same thing, you know. You see, football, you have to calculate football. Where, when, how you're going to do certain things, you know. Not our players do things like maybe, I say Fleming, the dribble when you're not supposed to dribble in certain areas. When you're supposed to pass, we don't do that then. If I'm going to dribble here, I'm dribble here in case I can make a pass or get a foul to get a free kick or to get a penalty or whatever. Or I pass here to get a free to get a one to go there. So our decision making poor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Chemo, last question, and then Mr. T got going to run. Um, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I was actually gonna ask that same question that
Okay.
Taylor asked, but I have another one for you, Sir Teagat. Okay, so based on the crisis that the national team is in now, also the JFF, if you had a chance to come around the team in this in the second half of this World Cup qualifier campaign, what would you bring to the team to help us to try to qualify for this World Cup? Because
It's it
we still have a chance regardless.
it's if anything right now is the old mindset. It's not about football now, no. It's about getting these guys
Wired
here.
up.
Try
Mentally.
fix here, mental.
Yeah,
Try
mentally.
fix it. Try fix. Because right now you lose to Mexico, you lose to America, you're drawing. It's like your mind's like this. So you want then, I'm eating the bar, I'm doing something, but nothing's going good for us. So it's not about the football right now. It's about getting the mental.
Yes,
So
because
if
quality
for
is
me, you
not the
know,
issue.
yeah, no, if for me, maybe I'll one day we not play no football. We just sit down and chat.
Yes, to build
We just
camaraderie.
chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
build that spirit.
You know,
I
see.
said something like that yesterday. I said something like that the other day to Crystal on her channel that sometimes it's time to get the players together, mix the players both local and UK base, mix them
Mm-hmm.
together, let them get them to know each other more. Maybe it's that kind of communication they need on off the field. So when they go onto the field, you see something different. You have that connection. Some of the time it's not issues fixing the issue on the field on the day won't work. You
Let me back
understand?
up that. Let me back up this. I come soon gone. 98 when we were in France, right? You have 23 players plus seven. We were the seven.
Right, the seven
So
extra players. Yeah.
right. In case somebody get hurt with that. Yeah, but we were the seventh and we didn't stay where the 23 stayed. We didn't drive in the bus with the 23. And so what happened that the seven of us, especially this guy named Foley, Donald Stewart, he
Yeah.
was the vibes man in the team. So after we lost the two game in France against Argentina and Croatia, the players they keep on meeting and the players them stop driving in the bus with the management them and came in the bus with the seven players them and roll back on meditation. That's all. When you saw the one again against Japan, it was no flukes. That's what we say now. Sometimes you don't need the football. You need if you just come together and chat and all a different meditate,
Yeah,
and get
have a
that
vibe
together.
together, have a
Yeah,
vibe,
and
and that
that's what
spirit
happened in
can
France
bring you into the
'98.
game.
Yeah.
That's what happened in France. The guy them came on our bus
Mm.
And these are the things that these players know, playing in this crisis, should know about, to
Yeah,
Yeah.
think
man.
that they can do it also again
Yeah,
and
Because
man.
try to emulate it.
The Croatia team that you guys played in the first game and Jamaica was so competitive. People don't remember that team went to the semifinals. Suker
Yes.
won the Golden
Yes.
Boots. So
Yes.
Jamaica had one of the top teams in their group, and we had a chance to actually get a result that game. Things just
Yeah.
didn't work out actually.
Yeah. People, listen, TEGAT has to go, you understand? Because he even did some surgery recently on him eyes and things. So, this was tough for him. Some of him 1998 jersey. That is the official jersey that he
No,
actually,
this
yeah.
these are the first. These are the real McCoy. I don't. Not my wife can touch it. Nobody can touch it.
Yeah.
It's real. But I need to frame it.
Yeah, man. But
Yes.
he has, listen, the legend. Let me tell you that when you talk about trophies and winning medals, this is a center forward, and I think sometimes, um, we forget we pass, and if you forget your pass, you're not
You
going
don't know where we're
properly.
going.
You don't know
You
where
don't
you're
know where you're
going, and
going.
that's part of the thing. So again, thanks so much. If you want to get in touch with TGAT, please, you can link me up. He's not a social media guru, you understand me, but we can get you through to him. He's very
Yeah,
open
man.
to talking and being questioned. He loves football. I tell you that he used to drive from Montego Bay to come up here just to provide some assistance to the team, and out of that a door open for him. Not at Mount Pleasant anymore, but we respect you, sir. I'm glad that you took the time to talk to many of the footballing fans out there, especially the younger ones who didn't know. You
Yeah,
understand
man.
some of the things. So we really respect that, and we thank you for your time. We are
Much
going
love, you
to,
know.
yeah, we're going to be in touch because we know you watch the channels and the platforms. We'll be in
Yeah,
touch.
man. Me taking even the replay. Me taking the replay them now.
There
So
you go. There you
yeah,
go.
man. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
man.
God
All right.
bless up here. You guys take care.
Yeah, man.
Respect,
All right.
sir.
Bless you,
Yeah,
bless you.
much love. Okay.
Somebody's asking, Chemo, if you played for police before you played for JDF, because he said he played
Yeah.
with you, Tevin. So
Yes,
Tevin,
yes, I did. Yes, I
so
did.
Tevin said you and him play on the same team, Tevin Campbell.
Yeah,
So
I did.
okay, so he
I
said
did.
if a Tevin this that used to play with the same team, so both of you played together, Chemo.
Hmm. Yeah, man.
All right, so Chemo, you get your answer, sir. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. It's good. It's good. We need more of these legends to come around the team, especially in these times. We are the only team right now that doesn't have legends coming around when the national team is coming together. You understand? The door should be
Mm,
open
mm,
every
mm.
time during this training session. These guys should be free to
Yeah.
come around the team. It's not. It's not saying. It don't have to be that they're not getting paid or in a position. I am sure that they would love. We have a lot of players, and you see, because of the corruption and the segregation, that's what actually damaging our football.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You
Yeah, man.
understand?
Good point. Very good point. That is. I think that is important. You understand me?
When I look at other national teams. Look at Thierry Henry. I'm an Arsenal fan, and Thierry Henry and all the other legends come around, come around. Not every day, but they come around when it's important. When the team needs them, they come around because the
Mannings
presence can
man,
have a lot.
I think you're gonna be a very important piece in this Jamaican football program going forward. No, trust me, because some of the guests that you had on previously are currently could potentially one of them could potentially become the successor of Theodore Whitmore, and I think you can be that bridge because we need a coach in there as well. I forgot to say to Mr. Tegot, don't underestimate the pulling power or the monetary power of people in the diaspora. I think there should be some kind of relation, man. And I hope it's one of these guys that you have some kind of connection to where you can, because I know you're gonna give them good advice. You want to see us win. So I'm looking forward to that, Mannings.
It's an
Yeah, man.
individual effort. It's an individual effort. All of us coming on
Mhm.
here every day talking about Jamaican prospect and the national team and the improvement. We all have an impact on whether this team does do well in the future
Yeah.
and qualifies. It only can get better from here
Yep. Yep.
if they do
Yep.
the
Yep.
right thing.
We could have out there doing something. I'm at work. I still find the time to come on here and
Yeah.
listen. You understand? Because I understand that it's important time in our football, and this is
Yeah.
the moment that can actually
All of
change
us,
everything and
because yeah,
set the
it's true,
pace.
because people like you, Jay Taylor, and other persons outside of Jamaica want to be able to. I see people contribute on super chats and things, and I'm saying even those simple things can make a difference to the football in general, even at the grassroots levels, right? So we look forward to those times. Like I said, people have a next interview that are going to have to prepare for. I'm going to the bird. I hope the birds give me some information. I have some information. So
We
as
need a question. We have a question for
so
all of the fans, them, Manage, because
all
you
right,
you
hold on,
always
hold on.
clear things up, so we can't make an escape
All right,
before
so
with this question is
5:30,
burning.
5:30 this evening, we're going to talk to Alfredo Montesa, who would be willing, has a big job, getting a big opportunity as well, and he is willing, people, to give up all of that. And you are going to let you hear it from him, just to come and support local football, because he has a heart for Jamaica. And so there are people out there who understand the culture, who are willing to give back support to make the country's football better. And so I want you to join me for that one. Continue to like. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. And then I'm going to hear what Jay Taylor has to say.
I have to ask you.
I shut.
So
I don't know about this, but certainly if I have the power, one of the things I'd love to do is to give people. I would give somebody like people like Fresh God, for example, who is on every stream that discusses football. Like people like that, I'd want to give out 100 tickets, honestly, to people on these platforms daily, because they keep the football thing going. So good start. Not all of them shatter, but as many as
Familiar
possible.
faces.
Yeah, there you go.
And
But go ahead.
oh,
Go.
go ahead, Taylor. I have
I want to
something to say.
ask. I want to ask because the birds they've always tend to clear things up, and on the Mannings one, I am sure sports.
Yeah, yes.
Mannings, there has been little wings flopping around saying that there's potentially other coaches that traveled with this team to Honduras. Is there
Well,
anything you could add to that and clear that up for the fans?
yeah,
You don't have to say the name if you don't, because I know the birds are very, I don't want the birds them.
what I will say is that from my understanding, I got uh, I got reliable information that the person at the airport is actually in Honduras,
Okay.
and the person is a coach, and that
Okay.
and that has to do with the outcome of the game. I don't know how it's going to go,
Okay.
but
Okay.
there is a coach that was at the airport, and from information I've received, he's in Honduras
That's
going to the game.
lovely.
So that is what I know. Take from that what I mean. I will not. I can't tell you.
Come
I can't
on.
tell you.
Mannings, the obvious is here. If he loses the job, if he loses the game, he's getting fired in Honduras. I think that
So you won't be on the
I
plane.
I
You won't be on the
I
plane.
I I don't know who's getting fired,
I
but
mean, I think he
but
might
that's
have
what
to
I do.
charter a taxi back to
Yeah.
Jamaica if we lose that game.
You won't
Well,
be
I
on the
don't
plane
know.
then.
He won't
Um,
be on the
so
plane.
you guys can check it out. I think that you can find. But thank you
Yes,
so much. Go ahead.
yes,
Go
sir,
ahead.
Manningsman. Manningsman, I was just earlier today. Something came to me, and I look at the November fixtures,
Yeah.
and this our home game won't be on a Sunday. It would be on a Tuesday. The next home game for us will be on a Tuesday. So it's not like it's a no movement day. It's a movement day. So
Right.
I'm
I
wondering if we will have fans in the stand for our 23rd anniversary of the
people.
last time we qualified for the World
Yeah.
Cup.
Let me tell you this, people. All right. So
I mean,
let me say this again. People listen to these streams. All right, and people know the voices of the people on these streams. People know Coach Minzy. They know the cat. They know the people, and I can go on. They know the people. Know Ryan LFC. They know Simon. They know Military Gona. Right when you go to the stadium to the game, like I'm in the stand, and the minister who was there knew me because of the thing that I did about allowing fans. The point I'm making is that the people are listening. And in November, regardless of what day it is, there are going to be fans in the stadium.
Oh, okay. So Mannings, because what I
I don't know
wanted to
what
say,
amount, but they're good unless there's a significant spike.
yeah,
On
Yeah.
we should
uproar.
get it because the problem is in a Mannings is I notice I this is where it comes back to public relations and the relations with the JFF and the Jamaican government. I think you can see that the Jamaican government hasn't been involved. There hasn't been any support that we see, like the sports minister coming out telling the boys they can do it, supporting them. So I think that for them to make the call that there's no fans in the stadium is not a hard call for them, because I don't think there's a good relationship happening here between the JFF and the government. So if there's no fans, I wouldn't be surprised either.
Yeah, man. So let me say this, right? People, I don't like certain things I don't follow up. Let me just clarify this whole praying thing. So, and so, you know, I did a video, somebody said I prayed and coach me and God don't have anything. We're not going to get into the God discussion. If a person don't believe in God, what am I going to say? Even if that God not going to answer, I'd rather pray and him not answer than not pray and don't know if he will answer or not. All right, I'm going to do it still. Ain't nobody going to stop that. Amen. So hey, listen. So big up. I have to go and rest the voice.
Chemo.
Big up Chemo, Jay Taylor, big up Paul TEGAT Davis. Listen, like I see Anthony Rogers, yeah man, we can arrange for you to speak to him. He's a very real person and stuff. So and I'm saying that maybe not the senior team, but Paul TEGAT Davis could take the 17-year-old and 16-year-old in Jamaica and do training camps with them. To develop their skills as forward. So big up again to everyone who joined the stream. Join us again at 5:30 today. It may not be a 2-hour program, but it's going to be a good program when we speak with Alfredo Monteso. We will give you some information as well about what is happening in Honduras. All right. So thank you so much for joining, for sticking and staying from beginning to end, to all 120 persons. I think we had over 130 at one point. At this time of the day, hit the like button before you go. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We have many great interviews coming up. We have other legends from the 1998 campaign that are going to be on the platform in the near future. We have persons out of England who represents Jamaica who are going to be on the platform. So continue to subscribe. I know some of you want to give to the super chat. We're not getting there yet, but in the meantime, get a little piggy bank, drop the super chats in there, and then when super chat open, you just throw everything on the board at that time. All right.
Ryan had a great show last night.
Yeah, man.
Ryan had a great
Listen,
show.
check
I
that
really
out. Great
enjoyed the show.
interview. Yeah, man.
Really
Interview
great
with
show.
Craig Butler. Very good show. I know Coach Minzy doing his show as well. I'm looking at the Jamaican game. You have Sports Frenzy, who was here. You have Dre Anyweather, Military Gona, the Formula Sport. Listen, unseen sport. I mean, great guy just starting out. I believe, personally, I'm not afraid to bring up other channels because I don't lose anybody if you go and subscribe to our next channel. It don't matter. It's the same thing we're discussing, and we have different personality. It is okay if you subscribe to my channel to subscribe to every other channel. It's not a problem. It doesn't hurt me. It benefits all of us. All right. So
We have to help each other to
we
grow.
have to help each other to grow. There you go. So blessings to everyone, and thanks again. And we will see you at 5:30. Chemo, you finally get on. Thank you. Jay Taylor, always good having you.
I will wait in the back because I have to ask you a question.
Yeah, man, you have to link me on IG when you want to come on, so I don't have to send the thing through third parties. You understand me?
Yeah.
All right, people, bless up. So let's listen to the outro before you go.
I am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is Righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that mean me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that mean me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that mean me not say it. Know who score, that mean me not say it. Never know no game play, that mean me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.